Now, from the Low Country's news leader, this is Live 5 News.
Beaten up behind bars, an inmate attacks accused church shooter Dylan Roof. Why the sheriff is frustrated tonight.
Plus, a College of Charleston student shot dead. The accused suspect argues charges should be dropped. What a judge decided today. And parts of the Low Country.
This is Live 5 News.
Right now at 6, a scare coming from the Edisto River. One girl hospitalized with a potentially deadly amoeba. Plus, the new medicine being used to fight it, now coming here to the Low Country.
And the latest on a suspicious death in Orangeburg County. Witnesses say a woman pushed onto the interstate, killed by oncoming traffic. The other woman behind bars right now in connection with the death.
Sit down. Sit down. Enough.
Plus, a pilot takes down a passenger after he knocks a flight attendant over. New video out of Charlotte.
Team coverage from here in the studio, Kyle Jordan and Aisha Tyler, but we have everybody all over the race route. First things first, though, as you see all of our live coverage, we also have a weather issue that we are dealing with.
Investigating the death of a Charleston woman who worked at a popular downtown restaurant. The coroner says this young woman, 24-year-old Whitney Jordan, died of blunt force trauma yesterday. Karina Bolster live on Blake Street downtown where that woman lived. Karina, police are looking for a car they think may have played a role in her death. The Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office investigating a suspicious death on I-26. Deputies say a woman may have been pushed out of a van and then hit by an 18-wheeler. That semi-truck killed the 21-year-old woman. The coroner identified the victim as Dominique Davis of Columbia. All right, folks, this just in. They got him. Police say they have arrested the suspect in Shelby, North Carolina, according to our sister station, WBT, in Charlotte, North Carolina. Here is the tweet.
You know, we woke up today. And the heart and soul of South Carolina was broken.
For those of you who were just joining us, that is Reverend Joe Darby at the podium right now, who is a longtime member of the NAACP.
Let's recap as we look at Reverend Darby inside Morris Brown AME leading this prayer service for the tragic shootings last night. Let's recap briefly, Ann, what happened. Last night about 9:05 at Mother Emanuel AME Church on Calhoun Street downtown, a young man, 21 years old, who had been at a prayer service for about an hour, opened fire, killing 9 people, 3 men, 6 women, including the pastor, Reverend Clemente Pinckney. Then he apparently escaped in his car. They caught him up in Shelby, North Carolina, thanks to a tip from the public. At about an hour ago, let's make it about 11:15, not quite an hour ago in Shelby, North Carolina, and Police Chief Mullen said, and when the suspect, 21-year-old Dylan Roof, whom you see here, was captured, he did not offer any resistance. When asked if he confessed to the crime, the police chief said he couldn't comment on it. Toxic trash in the sand. Right now, state and local groups are trying to make Folly Beach a cleaner area for you to enjoy. In January, state health officials started a study on the number of cigarette butts in the area. Since then, temporary changes have been in place for Folly Beach goers. Karina Bolster live on Folly right now.
Tonight, police are still searching for the car and driver that may have played a role in the death of 24-year-old Whitney Jordan. Right now, friends and family are remembering Whitney at the alley on Columbus Street. Whitney was a chef there. Last night, we spoke to Whitney's sister, who said the family is hoping for answers. Charleston police responded to an apartment.
Right now, we continue to follow breaking news out of Colleton County. 3 young children back with their family tonight, safe after a 17-hour search overnight. Deputies say the children were found in an abandoned trailer, a mobile home, stuck in a closet, and it was perhaps just 50 feet away from their home.
This all happened in the small community of Smokes. That community is about an hour and a half from here in Charleston. We have team coverage from Colleton County tonight as this investigation continues.
We start with our police reporter, Harv Jacobs. Harv, you have new details from the police report.
Bill, those details are in an incident. Liza Lucas is here. She continues her live team coverage. Like Liza, you've been talking to the family all day. It's been such a roller coaster ride for them. What are they saying? How are they doing?
It really has been. You know, the family's been coping with a lot over the past 18 plus hours. Live in smoke. Liza Lucas, sending it back to you.
All right, Liza, thank you. Now, we do know an alert was sent out to all law enforcement agencies about the search, but an Amber Alert was never issued during the search for the 2-, 3-, and 4-year-old children. Debbie, why is that the case here? I mean, it was 17 hours of searching that they were missing. Why no Amber Alert?
Couple of answers to that, Bill, and one is...
With breaking news.
Right now at 6, bond denied for former North Charleston Cop Michael Slager in the murder of Walter Scott.
That decision filed by Judge Clifton Newman just minutes before 5 o'clock. Our Harv Jacobs is at the courthouse in downtown Charleston right now.
Harv, you have the judge's order there with you. Does it say why he denied the bond request?
Yeah, Bill, it's on this 2-page order from the judge, and the answer is
also hearing from the family of Walter Scott after that ruling to keep Slager behind bars. Our Megan Wallace is downtown right now, just over an hour after that decision came in. Megan, how is the Scott family responding tonight? That deadly shooting, by the way, led to rallies like these. Remember these? Throughout the Lowcountry, the group Black Lives Matter gathering for days after the incident, demanding justice and equality in North Charleston. Some protesters even demanding that Mayor Keith Summey step down.
We need a change in our political environment, and the only way this is going to happen if Mayor Summey either is not elected or steps down.
Now, 5 months later, the Walter Scott shooting is also taking center stage in the race for mayor in the city of North Charleston. The 3 men challenging Mayor Summey say the police department is broken and needs to be fixed. Our police reporter Harv Jacobs talked to all 4 candidates about the hot button issue.
Live 5 News starts now with a first alert severe weather alert.
Right now, cleanup underway on Johns Island after that overnight tornado whipped through, and boy, did it. It destroyed some homes. Right now, the Burke High School football team getting ready to kick off under the lights, but right here at Johnson Haygood Stadium.
That's across the street from where the Bulldogs are supposed to play here at Stony Field. Throughout the week, many in the community rallied to keep the Bulldogs as close to home as possible.
Our Deshaun Brown found out there's already a plan to do that and money to make it happen. So my question to you is, Deshaun, how come it hasn't happened yet? A big change could be coming to this drive right here over the Ashley River Bridge heading into downtown Charleston, especially for those of you who use that drive on a regular basis. Right now, the public getting details of a plan to remove one of these lanes, take it away, and use it as a bike pedestrian lane only. Harv Jacobs found out today nearly everybody has an opinion about this project. Harv is live on the bridge right now. Harv?
Well, Bill, let me show you what we're talking about. We're talking about this far right lane on the Ashley River Bridge over here.
Right now, a portion of Cumming Street in downtown has reopened after a car hit a house early this morning close to the intersection of Cumming and Calhoun Street. Hannah Mosley is on that scene right now with more on what's happening there. Hannah?
On the road to the White House, a new poll says Donald Trump holds a commanding lead with likely primary voters right here in South Carolina.
Based on the poll from Monmouth University, 3 in 10 voters said Trump is their first choice. Trump followed by retired neurosurgeon Ben Carson, who holds 15%.
Neither candidate has held elected office. In fact, 61% of voters say they would prefer someone from outside Washington to bring a new approach. Let me show you how it looks here on our big board.
Making headlines this morning. I want you to stop what you're doing and take a look at this. A skydiving trip turned scary quick. In Australia, a skydiving instructor struggles to save a student as he starts having a seizure in the air. You can see the student's body convulsing. Finally, though, the teacher manages to get over there and get a hold of the student to pull his parachute and save his life. And now that student suffered an epileptic seizure at 9,000 feet in the air. Get this, didn't regain consciousness until about 3,000 feet, but was able to land. Forms Monopoly. It is one of the most universally recognized board games of all time.
Hasbro, the game's maker, is now giving you the chance to help design the next board for the game's 80th anniversary. 20 cities will be featured in Monopoly here and now. And there's a contest happening right now where you can cast your vote for which cities you want to make the cut. The highest ranking city will get the coveted boardwalk spot.
And we're wondering, can the Holy City get to #1? Currently, Charleston, get this, ranks in the top 10 for voting. I saw this at the end of the last week. We're only 36. So you have until Wednesday to vote, and it's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is go online to monopoly.com, and then you'll click on a link that will take you to this site. Now you pick your region. Of course, we're down here in the South, so you'll click on that, and then here we are right there just under Birmingham, Alabama. You click on Charleston, register to vote. There we are, ranked in the top 10. It is just that easy to put Charleston on the next Monopoly board. Let's see if we can do it, folks.